Hello everyone, my name is Andy, alias DaLadybugMan, and I'm worried that I might be a brony. I saw a bunch of talk about it on the internet, and a bunch of friends of mine told me, yeah, you should watch it, it'll be great, it's a good show, and I'm like, it's My Little Pony, it can't be good, and well, I didn't watch just one episode. I'm still watching it, and it scares me just a little bit. I'm not sure that I'm a brony yet. If I am, I'm denying it even to myself. I mean, I don't want people to know that I'm a brony. I mean, what'll they think of me? I mean, they might get the wrong impression. I mean, yeah, I have the ladybug hat, and my handle is DaLadybugMan, but I mean, it's because I'm quirky, not because I'm, you know. I have a girlfriend, you know. She lives in, well, she lives in Germany. Yeah. She's real, though. I know what you're thinking, and she's real. I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. I mean, in real life, I know some, well, like, one person, I think, kind of. But, you know, I know a few on the internet, and that counts, kind of, right? And, you know, I consider them pretty good friends. I mean, I've got absolutely nothing against them. They're all just really fabulous people. Maybe should have chosen my words a bit more carefully there. Right. Ponies. Let's dig myself out of this hole. I wonder what it says about me that my favorite character so far is Rainbow Dash. Guess what I'm gonna do is just give my impressions of each episode then. Starting with the first one, of course. The first one's not really much of an episode plot-wise, it just introduces the characters, so I guess I'll give you opinions on all of the characters. I kind of liked Twilight Sparkle since she seemed like the only sane one. Plus she was kind of snarky, and that's always fun to see in a character. I like to call her Twilight Snarkle sometimes because she's snark. Giving the characters nicknames doesn't make me a brony. And is it just me, or does Spike flirt a lot for a character who's supposed to be a baby dragon? I saw Rarity and I'm like, oh, yay, this is still very much a girly show. Why am I still watching this? My first impressions of Applejack were basically, who is this hick and why does she have such a big family? Rainbow Dash is the one that I really identify with because she's kind of talented, but she's also kind of lazy, and this isn't something I should be proud of. I don't know if I like Fluttershy or not at all. I didn't really form too big of an opinion of Fluttershy that first episode or two. This is first impressions, don't hate me. And then surprise, Nightmare Moon is back to mess things up, and Twilight Sparkle was right, and now everything is doomed. And we lead into the second episode. The second episode kind of caught on sort of not halfway through, part of the way through. I'm like, oh, this is something where, this is one of those things where they're all using their talents to get by all these obstacles, and it works out nicely, and, you know, they can complete the quest that way. It's kind of stock as far as plot devices go, and when I think of epic fantasy quests, I usually don't think talking ponies. So, although that would fit pretty good in fantasy. But anyway, I just didn't really get into the second episode that much. Although the part at the end was pretty cool. I mean, it was decent. The thing that bothers me, though, why exactly did Twilight Sparkle have to make all those friends? I mean, she had that great studies thing going on, and that was what helped them defeat Nightmare Moon. I mean, it's... Whatever happened to be yourself? It's no, you've got to have friends. Otherwise, you're not cool. I made myself sad. Overall, that arc through the first 2 episodes made me say, yeah, it was okay. I mean, it's not anything I love, though. It was okay. Although, I do wonder what exactly happened to Nightmare Moon, or I guess she's Luna now. I mean, she just sort of disappeared after that episode. It's like, hey everyone, I'm the main villain, and then they're like, yeah, no you're not. And she's like, okay, but can I still be a character? And they're like, no, you can't. Sorry. So I decided, I may as well give it another shot, and I watched the 3rd episode, and it kinda hooked me a bit. In the 3rd episode, Twilight Sparkle gets 2 tickets to the Grand Galloping Gala, which is like some big pony ball, and she only gets 2 tickets, and Applejack and Rainbow Dash both want to go. I mean, you've got the classic, oh no, I've got 2 tickets to this thing, and I can only give 1 to one of my friends, and you're thinking, oh, well the answer's obvious, she gives up both of her tickets, now Applejack and Rainbow Dash can both go. And then all her other friends find out. And they do all have some pretty good reasons for wanting to go. Except for Pinkie Pie. She's still an annoying bitch who's way too entitled and doesn't deserve that party. I mean, okay, she wants to go and have candy. That's why she wants to go. Applejack is actually the one who deserved it the most. I'm just throwing that out there. And then there's a chase scene with a sort of rip-off of Yakety Sax, which is pretty cool. And then, at the end she's like, well, if I can't choose, nobody's going. And, not even me. And I'm like, oh, well, that's kinda sad, but hey, it works. But it's a kid's show, so you gotta have a happy ending. So she sends back the tickets, and everyone's like, oh, well, now no one gets to go. And then Princess Celestia sends back all tickets for all of them, and she's like, oh, well, in that case, all of you can go. Good job. It's kind of a cop-out, but it sort of feels like it isn't. And then I watched the 4th episode. This is the episode where Applejack's got to get all the apples harvested by herself because her big brother is injured or something. And she takes it upon herself to do everything, pretty much. This includes stopping a stampede, helping her friends with things they need to do, the like. And I could really identify with Applejack, because I was there in high school. I mean, I tried to do everything, and there were nights when I just broke down and couldn't stand anything, so it kind of hit close to home, and I'm like, I can really identify with this. And then I realized that I was saying that about a show aimed at 7-year-old girls. Also, I found Pinkie Pie a bit less annoying in this episode and a bit more endearingly quirky. And then the 5th one's the last one I'm going to cover on here. That's the one where Rainbow Dash's friend the Griffin comes, and Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash pull pranks, and the Griffin doesn't like Pinkie Pie, and yeah, you know the one if you've seen the show. This is the episode where I actually started to like Pinkie Pie, largely because I realized that the laws of physics do not apply to her. But yeah, the Griffin really wasn't a good character. I didn't really like her that much, but overall the episode was pretty entertaining, I think, so I don't know. I guess next episode I'll cover the next 5 episodes. Wait a minute, that implies I'll be watching the next 5 episodes. Why am I still watching this show? Help me.